Welcome back. Humidor Sports and Cigars. This your boy Damani, aka Lucky Lefty, aka hashtag always in it. And I'm flying solo this week. Shout out to my smoke fellas, KDL and Ben. Not here this week, but they will definitely be back next week for the next episode of Humidor Sports and Cigars. So, we're going to keep this one brief since I am flying solo today. Short and simple. I want to give a shout out, man. First of all, I'm smoking this Shizo. I want to say Shizo. I'm going to roll with Shizo. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, oh well. But yeah, it's a nice, inexpensive stick, man. Medium bodied, man. I find them at Benny's. Don't cost too much or nothing, man. It's a nice, decent smoke. Holiday season, the pockets get a little tight, so you gotta, sometimes you gotta step back a little bit. But no, this is a decent smoke, a nice, decent, inexpensive smoke, man. Shizo, check it out. If y'all can see that, I don't know if y'all could really see that, but that's what the wrapper look like, a little slick coloring to it. And I'm also sitting drinking out my beer stein, feeling a little gothic this week. Feeling a little gothic as I'm sitting here by myself this week, waiting for my brothers to get back with me next week. So let's talk about some of the sports, man. Some of the things that happened in sports this week real quick. We know Christmas Day was the big game, Cavs, Golden State Warriors, LeBron versus KD. Golden State pulled it out again, man. Now, questionable calls at the end. Refs missed a few calls. We had I thought both of them were fouls, but even LeBron said on the one who lost it out of bounds, he was losing the ball. That wasn't a foul, but the other one was clear. It was two fouls, man. He got him on the crossover, which slowed him down, and then hit him on the arm and knocked the ball out of bounds. So, but we don't know if that really would have affected the game. I think Golden State was up 3 at the time. So, LeBron, even if he gets fouled, go to the line, he hits 2 free throws. Golden State's a great free throw shooting team. Probably end up having a foul or, maybe, hope you can stop him on a possession. That's just a damn good basketball team, man. So, but it was another great game. They're going down. It looks like they're becoming a rivalry. I'm calling them the Lakers Celtics of the 80s. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're as good as those teams. I don't want people to go crazy with that. I'm just saying the rivalry, man. They looks like it's heading towards 4 straight years of those two meeting in the finals. But I've been having this argument online. If some of y'all agree with me, let me know. Leave it in the comments section. I think Houston could get Golden State problems. Houston at full strength can get Golden State problems. I know everybody talk about James Harden chokes in the playoffs and Chris Paul, he's either hurt or he chokes. But look, man, that team, I'm just looking at them as a whole. They got the shooters, they play good defense. They're another hard team to stop, man. I would love to just see them play. I think it's going to be a great series, personally. If there's a team that can take them 6 or 7 other than the Cavs, I think it's definitely Houston. So, we'll see. Stay tuned. We'll check that out. So now we're also having this debate about, has KD surpassed LeBron? What you guys think? Leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If KD surpassed LeBron, and please, guys, look at this from a basketball standpoint. Don't look at it from a personally, I hate LeBron standpoint, which a lot of people do. I get it. I mess with LeBron, period. He's one of my favorite players. Definitely. Magic's my all-time favorite. I'm from Chicago, not Jordan. Magic's my all-time favorite player. And, LeBron's right up there, man. I think the guy's just the best player in the world, especially right now. So, but on the other side of that, Kevin Durant, man, may be the most skilled 7-footer I've ever seen play the game, dude. Call it what you want, man. He's playing a small forward. The boy can handle the pill. He can shoot it from anywhere. Anywhere on the floor, man. He can go around you. And now he's starting to play some defense. He's starting to play some serious defense, man, using those long arms and blocking shots. His help side defense has been crazy lately. So, hey, if it's somebody that's there, between KD and Harden, you got to get both of those cats, man, are right up there. They very close. But, until you get the stats that LeBron has individually, even the rings, because that always comes up as the rings. Hey, if you look at it from that standpoint, KD has 1, LeBron has 3, so you can't surpass him. 3 is greater than 1, period. So, moving on from that, today, December 29th, which means the NFL season's coming to a close. Sunday's the last game. New Year's Eve, which means On Monday, January 1st, is what they call in the NFL Black Monday. That means these teams that didn't make the playoffs, it's going to be some coaches, some sweaty palms around there who don't know their fate. But right now we know for sure the Giants are looking for a new head coach and the Cincinnati Bengals are looking for a new head coach. And we're pretty sure here in Chicago that the Bears will fire John Fox and be looking for a new head coach. Rumors are starting to circulate that Caldwell in Detroit's on the hot seat. The coach from the Colts in Indianapolis, he's on the hot seat. Matter of fact, they're saying he's pretty much out. And Jack Del Rio with the Raiders. That's the one I'm looking at. That's an interesting one right there. Jack Del Rio. So what I want y'all to do, because we're going to talk about it next week after all the firings go down, me and the fellas going to get into that real heavy. So I want y'all to leave in the comment section which job opening is the most appealing to you. Which is the most appealing to? If you were a head coach, you had to choose between these teams. Which is the most appealing? I'll tell you what I look for. What I would look for as a young up-and-coming head coach, if I'm about to get my first job as a head coach and I want to be successful. I look at the quarterback position. It's the quarterback-driven league, period. If you don't have a quarterback, ain't nothing happening. Unless you throwing the 85 Bears out there every time, and that's just, that just doesn't happen. So I would take that into consideration. I would look at draft picks that we got. Salary cap is very important. So those are the things I look at. I think the Bears are in a good position, man. I think they're in a good position. Trubisky looks like the real deal. I would definitely, if I'm especially offensive-minded head coach, I would definitely take Trubisky and work with him. Looks like he has the tools. It's still wait and see. We'll see what happens. Kid still needs a lot of experience. Still needs a lot more snaps. But I think with the right head coach, he could be the guy. So those job openings, let me know. Once again, let me know which job would be the most appealing to you. But I will say, even though I'm a Bears fan, that if that Raiders job come open, David Carr, real deal over there, man. Khalil Mack, that Raiders team was supposed to compete for a Super Bowl. If there's a coach that can get in and help them flip the switch and get back on track, man, there's a lot of talent over there in Oakland. They're moving to Vegas in a few years, but that job would be probably the most appealing. I'm not going to talk about the Giants because KDL not here, and he'll kill me if I talk about his team without him being here. But some of the things that me and him have stated, and we think we both agree on, is that, maybe it's time for Eli Manning to move on, which means the Giants be without a quarterback. You got number 2 pick in the draft. Josh Rosen's already said he prefers to play for the New York Giants, doesn't want the Browns to draft him. It's another one of those wait-and-see things, but the Giants, they got some issues, man. They got some serious issues. O-line definitely is a mess. The biggest problem, though, they don't have any cap space. They don't have any cap space, man. They can make some cuts, but even with those cuts that they could make, it's going to be tough to turn that around like in a year or so. But you never know. It's the NFL. Every year it's the worst of first teams. Look at the LA Rams. So we'll see what happens with that. So as I brought up Josh Rosen, we know what this weekend is. It is the college football playoffs. College football playoffs, man, is getting down to it. The Final Four football. Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia. Two great games. Should be 2 great games, man. Especially Alabama, Clemson. My eyes are on that game because I really, really want to see, what Clemson does. No Deshaun Watson this time, but those last 2 games, last 2 years were great, man. Those were great football games. And so get to see another one. It should be a classic. Those teams have been, they top 4 in the country. So, of course, it should be a great game. But the rivalry, definitely the rivalry. I like Clemson, man, but it's hard to bet against Nick Saban, man. Nick Saban, I call him the Bill Belichick of college football. Hard to bet against that guy. So if I had to put my money on it, I'll go Bama, even though I'm be rooting for Clemson. But if I had to put money on it, I'd definitely go with Bama. Georgia, Oklahoma, another great game. So, not a fan of either team, either school like that. But if it come down to picking, like I say, I'm going to go with the quarterback position, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, baby. Heisman Trophy winner, man. That dude is serious. And Oklahoma get teams some serious problems, man. They could score. They could score with anybody. And the defense is pretty solid. Georgia's up and down. Georgia's up and down. Had some disappointing losses, man. Where that one loss was very disappointing. And a couple of other games. I think Notre Dame kind of blew that game as well. So Georgia, I wouldn't be shocked though. Whichever team wins, that's why it's the Final Four. So I'll be going with looks like Alabama versus Oklahoma for the national championship. That's my prediction. Leave a comment who your prediction is. Who do you think will be playing for the national championship? I think in like a week or two after Monday. So yeah, definitely leave that comment. And like I say, I'm flying solo this week, so we're gonna keep it short and sweet. Shout out to my brothers, Kev and Ben. Be back next week with y'all. And New Year's Eve, man, this Sunday, New Year's Eve at Water Lamone's, Smoke Fellas, Diva Leaf, come on out, man. Tickets are going fast, smoking New Year's Eve. We're going to have a good time. Come out and hang out with the crew of Humidor Shop Talk. And Humidor Shop Talk, don't forget, we will be back. We'll be back with another episode in January. So keep your lookout for that. Shout out to all the cigar crews, Smoke Squad, Blazing Babes, Smoke Syndicate, everybody, man. Dark Knight Productions, all of them, man. Shout out to my boys in the firm. Guys, keep doing y'all thing. Y'all had a great year. Hey, want to wish everybody a happy new year. When we come back, it's going to be 2018. Enjoy your New Year's. Be safe. Like I say, drink gone. I'm gone. Dilly dilly.